Um, let's go ahead and start with some of the announcements today for the channel and everything that's going to happen. We are changing things up. Like I said previously, we are going to be doing more lives, so I will be putting out a schedule of the lives we're going to be doing. We're currently on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all of that, but most of the lives are going to be here on YouTube, and we're going to be trying some on Twitch, different segments and all of that. So everybody who's here watching right now and all of that, really appreciate you. Check us out on our Twitter, on our Instagram, on our Twitter, all of those. We provide different content over there as well. We also will have some new segments coming to the channel as well, and some more very interesting things that I think it's going to be good for the channel overall. So I'm very excited to go ahead and talk about all of those pretty soon. And yeah, so we are still currently funding our our horror film right now on Indiegogo. You can check it out. I've provided the link on the chat, and I'll provide it in the description if you're watching this after. But tomorrow I will be dropping a schedule for the channel, how things are going to be going. We're going to be talking a lot more movies, TV shows, music, video games this year. And we have a ton of live programs planned for the year as well. So very excited for all of that. But let's get right into what we're here to talk about today. And that, of course, is the Scream 6 poster that dropped today. So as you can see right here, we have this Scream poster. And let me make it a little smaller. Yeah, that's from the last one right there. We were talking about some horror movies. But we got our Scream 6 poster, and it looks good. It looks really good. I'm excited for it. I said so many times, I think that this is going to be a very, very special one, this Scream movie, because of everything that's like changing, and they're trying new things. And many people were wondering, what does all of this mean, the subway system that's designed right here? So first off, before we get any further into it, anybody who's watching or watching after the live, make sure you subscribe and turn that notification bell on. We got a ton of Scream videos coming your way, so don't miss out on any of that. But let's get right into this first part that we're going to notice right here at the top, where it says New York City Subway 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. How many movies in Scream right now? We have 6. So once we have that information, we can sort of navigate this map right here, right? So number 1, the first Scream movie, of course, and the one that started all, is going to be this line right here. So this red line right here very much so takes you from the beginning of the Scream 1 and all of the victims that followed, and to the end where we get the 2 killers right here, of course, Stu Macher and Billy Loomis. And a big theory that many people have is that Billy will be returning in this 6th movie, and we'll talk more about how that works. Because you can see right here on number 6, which is the purple line, Stu and Billy Loomis are very much so looking like they're connected to Sam Carpenter. But let's get into number 2 as well here. The green, if you follow it, you can pretty much go through all of the people that were killed as well as the killer at the end of it. And that very much so means that all of these lines ultimately lead to who were the victims and who was the killer. Same with number 6, which is the latest one. As you can see right here, if you go all throughout here, you very much so see the first victims as well, all the way into the killers and all of that, and everything like is connected throughout this map right here. Yeah, I agree that Stu could definitely be returning, and I could definitely see that, especially the way that 6 movie is sort of being presented now, especially this new poster right here makes me believe that Stu could be returning as well. Now, Vince Schneider here is a very important character if you see him down here, because we know that that is Stu's cousin, and very much so one of the first people that was killed in the new Scream movie. And I find it very interesting to have him here as well as sort of this very first character for sure. So I'm definitely interested in seeing where we're going to be going with this and what exactly Stu Macher's whole thing is in this movie. One thing also that we've noticed, many people, is you look at Stu Macher's little circle right there. It is indeed the only one that's kind of like a little bit highlighted in red. So many people are wondering if that's sort of a sign of sorts. Now, the only other one that has a different marker is over here, Kirby Reed, who we know will be returning in the 6th movie, and a lot of people presumed that she was in fact dead. Well, I think that's the reason we have this little closed off section for Kirby right there, because she is not really dead. As we know, she will be returning in the 6th movie, and we are all happy for Kirby to be coming back. So yeah, that's very interesting right there that we have that indeed. So like I talked about it in my previous Scream 6 theory video, you can go check it out already. I do think that there is something with Samara Weaving's character and Stu Macher. Now, here's my theory right now. As I'm looking at this new map, I'm thinking about everything I've said already about Scream 6 and all of my thoughts and my ideas about it. Vince Schneider, of course, we know was the cousin for Stu. And we have him down here as one of the very first victims of this new Ghostface, right? So Vince Schneider, we could definitely assume that he has other family, right? So other family of Vince Schneider has to be family of Stu Macher. It just would make sense, right? So let's say Samara Weaving is actually related to Stu. Maybe she is Vince Schneider's sister, older sister that's out to college or whatever. And fun fact is she is in New York as well, and she befriends Sam. Like, we could definitely see that relationship brewing right there, right? Well, another thing we could also have is maybe let's ditch the whole family thing and everything. Samara Weaving is just maybe Ben Schneider's like girlfriend or whatever he had at the time. We don't really much know Vince Schneider's life like that. And I don't think they would just throw in a character that they're going to say, hey, this was related to one of the killers 4 movies ago, this guy right here, but we're just going to kill him off. No, don't worry about it. Don't think about it. You know, I think that they are definitely trying to lead us off that trail right there, because I think Vince Schneider's character with Stu Macher is going to be important come the 6th movie right here, which is the latest Scream. So, I think this map is definitely leading us to that there is something afoot happening here that is going to really change things up. And so another thing too to notice is that yes, indeed, Vince Schneider's character could be very important, because if you look closer right here, you see that the 2 characters right here well, the one character that's connecting these 2 lanes right here, which is the blue lane, which is Scream 5, and the red lane, which is Scream 1, is Vince Schneider. You try to look if there's connections in other ones of these right here, and this one seems to be very connected. So I do believe that the like things from the past are going to come and haunt our characters in this new movie. And I think that that definitely is going to be a thing. I don't remember exactly if they said that if Stu was alive or not. Let me see, because I remember people telling me there was like an article about Stu's fate in Scream. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that there has not been anything said about it right now. So we're looking here, and we see a article right here from Screen Rant that says that Stu Macher, and it says that Stu being alive in Scream would have been too dumb. Now, I don't know how I feel about that, right? We know that like these Hollywood movies and everything, they like to retcon things. Things change, things are different, and I could definitely see a position where everything that we knew maybe wasn't exactly what we knew, and things were being changed up. I could definitely see that Stu being alive would create some continuity, but I could definitely see how they could fix that up right there. So yeah, this is an interesting poster. I'm excited for this movie more for sure after this. And that red is definitely something more than just what we think it might be. I think there's more to that. Let me know what y'all think about this poster. Did you like it? Did you not? What do you think about that whole theory, like Samara Weaving could be related to Stu in some shape, way, or form, whatever the case may be? I think somebody had said, I remember there's a theory, we have the whole Sam Carpenter being this like daughter of Billy Loomis, and then we could have Stu having their own daughter, which could be Samara Weaving. which would be interesting if that is the case. I think Samara Weaving is a great actress, and I would be excited to see her in that sort of role right there, playing this sort of like the way I think they could try and sort of like spin that way is that they could have Billy's daughter, which is Sam, and then Samara Weaving being Stu's daughter, and sort of Samara Weaving's character sort of feeling this sort of jealousy and anger towards Sam, because I think that after the events of the first Scream reboot, which is Scream 5, we could definitely see that Sam will have some attention on them and sort of be praised of sorts, and sort of be told that they have come here to break the curse of the killer father and all of that. And then you could have Samara Weaving, who could be Stu's daughter if we're going with this scenario in theory, sort of be jealous of all of this and want to get revenge on it all. Uh, yeah, apparently he had the daughter right during the times of the first Scream movie, like right around that same time, apparently, according to the timeline that's being said. So we could definitely have Stu having done the same thing, maybe having the daughter around the same time. That could definitely be a possibility right there. So yeah, there's a lot of theories floating around with this. I know many people were very excited at the possibility of seeing Stu in the fifth movie, and then we didn't get Stu in the fifth movie, so it was kind of like a bummer for a lot of people. So I'm curious to see if they try to include Stu in any way possible in the next movie, which is Scream 6. Like I said, a new like place to play with Ghostface, which is New York, would make it a lot interesting to see what exactly they're trying to do, how they're trying to accomplish this, and all of that. But I'm excited. Like I said, this new poster, I'm excited for a new trailer probably pretty soon. I think we're like 2 months away from this movie, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get a new trailer by the time Knock at the Cabin comes out, which is going to be in February. So by the end of this month, towards Super Bowl and all of that, I could definitely see some of the marketing picking up. As I remember with Scream 5, that's exactly around the same time when all of the marketing started to pick up for that movie. So we haven't seen any like really new characters in here in the first trailer, except a couple. We haven't seen Samara Weaving's character just yet, and I think that they are definitely saving a lot of these characters for when we get into the movie, because they don't want to spill all their secrets out just yet. I think the first trailer was great for this movie. The whole thing with the subway and everything, that's exactly what I wanted to see. How would a Scream movie work in New York City with the subway system, all of that, high rises? I'm curious to see more of Ghostface sort of in these alleyways, sort of in these bodegas and all of that. I am curious to see also like the state of our characters right now. You know, what's the relationship with Sam and Tara after everything that's happened at the end of the Scream 5? Also with the twins, what's going on right there? You know, there's also these possibilities, and I heard this theory be thrown out there that what if the Ghostface killer in this is actually Tara's father, who sort of feels some type of way for finding out about Sam being actually the daughter of Billy Loomis, and sort of being hidden about that and all, because we don't really get a resolution there. I know Scream likes to really dig at family trauma and drama, so it would really make sense if we went that direction as well. But like I said, there's so many directions that we could definitely go. When I watched Scream 5, I was definitely like watching the movie and trying to deduce in my head, and by the time this twist and everything came, I want to say I really wasn't all the way there. Like, I really did have a genuine shock and reaction when we realized who the actual killer was. So that was definitely something that I did enjoy about the Scream 5 movie. I know some people say they saw it coming and everything, whether they're telling the truth or not, I don't know, but I definitely do think that we are getting some very interesting choices going into this movie. Yeah, I could definitely see that how Scream 2 was the best out of that trilogy. I could definitely see Scream 6 doing the same thing, just because of the changes, everything new they're trying. Some of the new actors they've added on here also are really great, so that definitely has me excited for them and seeing how they're going to handle all of this for sure. And like I said, these new posters and everything just have us guessing, and that's exactly what they did also with Scream 5 when it was coming out. They were keeping us on our toes, sort of getting us ready for what was coming. And I think we're going to get a new trilogy out of this as well. So I do think that they also have to have some loose ends in order to sort of continue the story. So I don't think we'll get all of our answers just yet in this new movie right here, but I think we are going to get something special for sure. Like I was saying in my most anticipated horror movies video, whenever you take a movie and you change it and you sort of give us something new and different in a new environment, it can be a hit or miss, but at the same time, it's something excited. Um, yeah, I definitely agree. I don't know why there's so much like hate at the Stu returning theory. Anytime I see somebody talking about online, they're instantly like told that they're like no way that's gonna happen and all of that. But like I said, there are so many movies, so many franchises where they pretty much take what's already happened, and even though it was set in stone, they go out and change it. And I could definitely see that with Stu, considering how big of a fan base and the people that want Stu back in this. I could definitely see that happening. I think it would make a lot of sense too. The actor himself is also going to be in the new Five Nights at Freddy movie, and I think that this would definitely be a great way to sort of like bring him back as well. Such a great actor, and I would definitely want to see more of Stu, especially the whole interaction with Billy Loomis and Stu and all of that. What they did with Billy in Scream 5, I liked it to a degree, so I definitely could see something like that with Stu happening as well. And I think that would be such a great like seeing it by side, a pretty interesting scenario and aspect of it all. So I could definitely be excited to see more of Stu in the Billy Loomis way as well. So here's hoping we get something cool, something good, and yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, this new poster really made me rethink a lot of things, and I will be doing another theory video. I'm going over the poster and everything, and some of the other things that they have been talking about, some of the theories that have been thrown out. So I'll be talking more about Scream this week. So stay tuned for that video. Just like I did in the previous video with the Scream 6 theories, we're going to be dissecting it more. Kirby also is a character that if they're bringing Kirby back, it's for a reason. So that makes me wonder who Kirby could actually be connected to. What is the whole deal with Kirby? There has to be something more in order to bring them back. Like Kirby's out here doing something. Of the original like cast members, also we just have Gale returning, which is interesting as well. I'm curious to see how they're gonna work around with Sydney not returning as well. They obviously thought she would return and she's not, so they're going to be changing things up, and I'm curious to see how that's all gonna work out for sure. So I'm interested in seeing how that is as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm definitely going to be talking more about this movie as we get closer and closer to release date. I am planning a video this week. We do have some more of our lives coming as well this week. We might be doing some earlier lives and some late lives as well. I'm planning to do like 2 lives per day on YouTube, one in the morning, one at night. We'll see how it goes. We're going to experiment this week, and then we're going to change things up as well as we go. So stay tuned for that by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell. But yeah, like I said, a lot of changes, a lot of new things coming to our channel. We are currently still funding our horror slasher film, so make sure you check it out as well. It'll be in the description. It's on Indiegogo, and we're excited to get that off the ground in the coming month or two, and very excited to take everybody along the ride. We'll be having vlogs and all of that as well for that, so stay tuned. But yeah, like I said, I definitely do have a feeling that Stu could be returning in some shape, way, or form. Whether it's just as a sort of like ghost, just like how we saw Billy Loomis sort of be in Sam's head, or in the flesh themselves. Both ways could definitely work. I would love to see that in some shape, way, or form. Stu has gone off and turned some like Ghostface cult on his own, and they were talking about it in the Scream 5 movie. There was like these message boards and everything where they were like worshiping Ghostface, or the idea of it, and I could definitely see Stu being the one behind all of this and mastermind of it all, especially from Scream 5, and sort of still being there, this sort of person that's digging at the past. Now, the only thing that makes me not really go in that direction is the fact that Sydney wouldn't be here. So I don't know who Stu would be trying to get at, but the only other character that's like legacy in this is just Gale. So maybe it could be Gale. But we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions on it down below. As always, that's going to do it for me. We're going to be doing some more lives, longer lives starting tomorrow. We've just been testing out all of this, and I'm excited to get on it. So make sure that you are subscribed, notification about all that good stuff. We are on the road to 30,000 subscribers. We are about less than 3,000 away from that. So super excited to get there. As always, I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.